Oh man, I got that Scarlet Witch. And a Juggernaut and a Scarlet Witch. So this is my team. I don't expect to do well at all. I guess I did well by pulling the Scarlet Witch. Hopefully she's desirable as everyone kind of says she is. So, but yeah, I've got almost no synergy. I got no kick. The only thing I got going for me is that I got TK from Jean Grey. So other than that, I am SOL on the SOL scale. So how'd I do? Well, I went 2-1, which is pretty darn good considering my team had no movement attack, had no taxi, it had only like one character with willpower, and my two main attackers were Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey. I guess a plan I kind of figured out what to do was to one, lose map roll, which is not hard considering my team had like no theme whatsoever, and they basically were given the X-Men keyword out like candy, so it was like, yeah. And then I guess like my first thing was to let them move out first, and then either perplex up Stonewall's defense to a 19, or perplex up his movement to a 7, TK him out, and then have him go base somebody, and free action force blast or whatever. Just, you know, if I could get him against a wall to deal some free damage if they didn't have any reducers, and that was, you know, just using to tie people up as I shot at him with Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch. Even though Prism had that enhancement, he was kind of there as bait. I'd kind of like leave him out, and people were like, oh, it takes only 4 damage to KO him, or if they could knock him back, he dies immediately. And they would just kind of, you know, chase him down, letting me get a couple of shots on him, or at least keeping people off Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch. My first match was against this guy that had me, like, basically dead. Like, I saw his team, I was like, oh no, I'm jacked up. And I think he kind of just overextended himself a little bit, and I was able to take advantage of that and win that one. My second match was against Mike, who's a frequent contributor to the show. He had pulled the uncommon Juggernaut, and then one of the Nightcrawlers that can carry and teleport away. I think it was the one with the BAMP clicks effects, but that was a while back, and I can't remember. Yeah, and I basically spent the entire time trying to tie up that Juggernaut to keep him from wrecking my face. And I got a lot of lucky in that I had Precision Strike, and I was able to just keep pinging him because Juggernaut's helmet does not protect him from Precision Strike. And then when he finally based my Jean Grey, after a couple of, probably like 2 or 3 strikes, I was able to finally knock the helmet off him by beating him in a dice roll. And eventually I was able to capitalize and win that one too. And afterwards we had dinner, and Mike was saying that he didn't like that Juggernaut. And I was like, no way, dude, he's kind of cool because, yeah, he's kind of pricey at 150 points, but I basically spent the entire game trying to take care of him. And towards the end of the game, Mike finally realized that he just needs to base my character with Precision Strike, my Jean Grey. And that's pretty much what I think you need to do if you want to try to run him. And that is to just base the person with Precision Strike, and you know, people with Psychic Blast or close combat attacks aren't going to hurt you while you beat the pants off them. Yeah, he is a little bit overcosted, but I think he could be useful in some constructed defense. My last match was against one of the best players in our area, and he beat me pretty handily. Well, not handily. I had a good shot. There was one point where I just needed to finish off his time displaced beast. He had 1 life left, and if I could have hit him, I missed him. I immediately go prop control, and I was like, nope, time displaced. And I was like, oh man. He retrieved that beast. Later on, I just banged up a Sabretooth pretty darn good. And if he ran Sabretooth back to Beast. Beast at his last click has got support. And Beast supported him back almost a full. And that was pretty much game over for me for there. Obviously, I'm stoked about my pull. It's the first time I ever pulled like a super rare in one of these sealed events, these sealed release events. In one of these pre-release events. And I'm granted we only had 2 of them, but like I've always pulled like rink-a-dink rares, so like it was pretty exciting pulling a super rare. I put that up on eBay and sold it for like $35 like by Saturday. It was fantastic. I do kind of like Scarlet Witch. She's really cool. I should have been more aggressive with her because she pushes to a running shot Psychic Blast, and that that at least give me some move and attack, which really, really hurts. I realize how spoiled we've been with all the move and attack we've been getting, and I mean, I didn't really play back in the day, and these clicks, I think, are reminiscent of back in the day, so I kind of feel what they had to go through. You know, I move up, I clear, and then if I'm lucky, if I'm not dead, I take an attack afterwards, you know? That kind of fun stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to salvage my team. I had an extra Stonewall, and if I could have ran 2 Stonewalls, that would have been fantastic. I just didn't have the points for that. But yeah, I like my team. I hope all y'all who played the pre-releases pulled good and had some great fun time playing. Thank you for watching. This has been Matt with Heroic Tactics, and may all your dice roll hot.